there's been an interesting development, guys. I mean, not earth-shattering, but interesting, okay? As you recall, in my last video, we had a TikToker on there talking about the Luca and Grace proposal and his opinion on it, and how he said, you know, I think the trouble with a lot of these things is they raise the bar for people's expectations of just asking someone to be your girlfriend or whatever, and it's perhaps not as healthy as it looks. And at the time I made that video, he'd had about 200,000 views on that TikTok, and now he's got over 1 million. And clearly a lot of people have been commenting and giving their opinions. And I'm not quite sure why Luca decided to do this, but Luca decided he would comment on the video. And he left this comment on the TikTok. So, you know, he has been getting some backlash. I know that. People have been saying certain things about the proposal video that aren't very nice. And some people have been said things that are very nice. So, you know, that's the way it always is when you post anything online. But this is what Luca said at the top of this TikTok. I'm in a very fortunate position to do this for someone I love, so I will. Creating negativity around something special is also what's toxic with social media. Okay, so that's Luca's opinion. Nothing massively wrong with that. He does have a point, I suppose. Although, you know, we could take it apart and go into deeper examination, but I'm not going to do that because let's not pretend we're English literature students taking apart a play by Shakespeare. Now, the guy who did the TikTok, Paul, he responds to Luca. Now, bear in mind, Paul is currently in Thailand, and from what I can work out, he's working with some children in Thailand at a centre there for homeless children or street kids, and he is trying to raise £25,000 to help them, clothe them, give them shoes, etc., etc. So this is what Paul responded to Luca with. If you're very fortunate, can you donate £1, please? Links in my bio. So I guess Luca walked into that one. There are some other comments down below and you'll see what point he's trying to make here. Someone said here, what does it matter to you? And there's another comment here that says, you wish your boyfriend is lucky enough to provide this lifestyle for you. I'm sure he proposed to you at a parking lot. To which Paul responds, literally this, the comments speak for themselves. So following that, I thought, you know what, let me go to Paul's JustGiving page and let's see if Luca has given anything. Now the trouble is, of course, as you know, on JustGiving, people can give anonymously, they don't have to put their names there, but I've checked people who've given for the last 2 days since Luca made that comment, and I can't see anything from Luca. Now obviously he could be one of the people posting anonymously, but people have all been giving little amounts. There's no one there who's suddenly given like 10 grand or 1 grand or a few hundred. They're all kind of 5, 10, 15, 20. So if Luca has given anonymously, he's given something, but not loads, and you know, he's entitled to give whatever he wants. He doesn't have to give anything if he doesn't want to. But maybe the problem is that when you make a comment like that, you never know how there's going to be a response and what that response is going to say about you. So I'd love to know if Luca did respond to Paul privately or did give some money or whatever. But maybe I think sometimes if you're getting backlash on social media, sometimes it's better just to leave it and wait for it to blow over because you can't please everyone. And I know that only too well. You just can't. I'm sure some people have lots of bad things to say about this video too. Nothing you can do about it, sadly. Nothing you can do about it. Anyway, there we go. I thought you'd find that interesting. And who was on the show for clout, guys? Now, EKIN SU has been on a podcast, the Chicks in the Office podcast, and this is what she said about clout chasers on Love Island All Stars.
I know it's a TV show. I've signed up for it. And I also know everyone on the show is there for clout. I don't care what anyone says. They always say, oh, I'm there for love. Well, darling, it's All Stars. Yeah. We've done it before. Whether you're on there for 3 times, 4 times, second time, we're here. Yeah. I'm just real, okay? I will say I knew what the show would bring. But I knew that if I found someone else, it's a bonus.
And she said what all of us, I'm sure, can agree on. They're all there for clout. And we knew this from day one. None of them go on the show for love, especially All Stars. As she said, we've done it before. So we're all there for clout. We're all there to get exposure. We're all there to give our Instagram follower numbers a push, to get more PR opportunities, to get a different management deal, a different agent, all that kind of stuff. So it's all for clout. She's quite right about that. I've always thought it's such a lame excuse to give, and we're so gullible for ever buying it when they say, I just wanted a second chance at love. As if you couldn't get that outside the world of TV. You know, when I was a single guy, I didn't think, oh, the quickest way to find a wife is go on a reality TV show. You don't think like that. Do you know what I mean? You just don't. Why would you do that? I meet very few people who think, well, the only way I'm going to find my life partner is by going on television. Do you know what I mean? You know, there are apps these days. People can also meet face to face. I've heard people actually do that, where they sit in the same room together and actually talk in reality, not online. They just talk to each other. I don't believe that really happens. That's surely fictional, isn't it? But anyway, you get my point. So I'm glad that EKIN SU said that, and I think she's good for saying that, because it does break that wall of illusion slightly. Well, they're all there for clout. We know they're all there for clout. Let's just say it, rather than being fed a silly fantasy. Well, from fantasy to reality, and the reality is the end of this video.